I'm not HP well. I rolled 470.
I got an i5 7600K.
That sucks. It's still a quad core. You're so old.
I got it like right before the 8-core line of Intel got announced, and I literally needed one at the time.
No, because the 8000 series topped out at 6 cores. They didn't get 8 cores until the 9000 series or the 10,000 series.
Well, either way, yes. I did not get maximum core potential because my CPU literally died and I had no option but to get a replacement.
You had to buy during the Intel monopoly, unfortunately.
I'm thinking about upgrading to a 16-core CPU.
If you stream, that makes sense. I'm thinking my next CPU is also probably going to just be an 8-core, but like a second generation DDR5 platform in like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm actually, depending on where the price goes for the Ryzen 5000 series CPUs, because my motherboard's compatible with that. I would need to get better RAM to really take advantage of that, but I might do that and just make like the best DDR4 platform I can out of this computer.
I think that's what I have in my computer, actually.
A 5000 series?
I'm double checking, but I think so.
I have a 2700X.
Alright, so Stevens is doing One Night Ultimate Werewolf with other friends. So we are all here, it looks like.
One Night Ultimate.
Can someone text him?
What the hell is that?
I'm gonna text him.
He said that in the text. He said, oh, wait. Okay, yeah, I don't know if he actually knows where...
He's in the Mumble server right now.
Okay.
I have the 3700X 8-core.
Okay, so that's like the generation before the 5000 series, because AMD doesn't like the number 4.
I'm looking at the games playing, and it says it takes like 10 minutes.
He says he's in the server.
Yeah,
I thought we were going to use the Brownie Boy table for dice. Also, there's a distinct lack of proof that the FBI did 9/11 or Cox on this table right now.
That's true. Yeah, the price isn't even that terrible for the 5000 series 16-core. Yeah.
Intel like finally released competitive processors. Is why, like the 12,000 series from Intel are like, it like actually might make sense to buy them. So AMD like cut prices like the day they were released.
I mean, the Ryzen 9 in 16 cores is 800, but the Ryzen 7 in 16 cores is only 450.
Are you sure it's not like an 8-core with 16 threads?
Oh yeah.
There's no Ryzen 7 with 16 cores.
Yeah, the 9 is the 16 core. My bad. You're right.
Yeah, I have the 7.
You have the 5700X or 5700, Micah?
5800. Look at.
Oh, that's right. They don't have a 5700. They don't have the 700 series one for the 5000 series. 700 class
is the 5800.
Yeah, that's 5800. Wait, no, 5800 is the 8-core. 5900 is the 12-core, and 5950 is the 16-core.
Yeah, I was looking at the 16-core originally. Still, though, 800's not crazy. I mean, it's not good, but it's not 1200, you know.
Yeah. Well, the people were like, apparently the 5900 does better in games than the 5950 because like it lets the cores can ramp higher in multi-threaded scenarios because there's less cores fighting for power.
Yeah, the Threadripper is fucking $2,700.
That's just a server CPU that they put a cool name on.
I think one of the Alienwares actually is compatible with Threadripper. The weird pyramid looking one.
That's just like letting the Illuminati into your home, man. You can't do that.
Yeah, pyramid computer. I like the Aurora a lot, actually. This thing is no muss, no fuss for me. I've got 64 gigs of RAM in it.
Damn, son, I only have 16. And sometimes it still feels like overkill.
I prefer overkill to underkill.
That's fair.
You are very overkill.
Hello?
Yay!
Yo.
Yo!
Is this thing on?
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. We were playing other games.
Yeah, the last time I ran the Nova Bench score on my thing, it was at 3274.
I have no idea what that is. Alright, Scott, you want to recap for us?
Yeah, so last session we revealed that sometimes in some ages past this ship was raided by word-bearer legionaries, heretic Astartes, and children of the Primarch Lorgar. The raid was bloody and costly, ending with only 5 alive on the becalmed and damaged vessel, awaiting a rescue that would never come. They'd been sent here on some mission on the advice of the Primarch himself to await reawakening from some foreseen traitor. It seems that time has come, as 2 of the Marines seem to have been awoken. The rest you've all dealt with. You rescued the head helmswoman and received an emergency dispatch to the Indigenous Peoples Contact and Re-Education Center. Once there, Dran Goulson bisected the mad Christophe Columbi, and you all put down his mutant monsters and some heretics that were attacking. You had just recently received orders from Lieutenant Chamberlain to report to him in the command deck, in the halls of the command deck, as repossessed Squad 16, as apparently you're no longer welcome in the command center itself.
But with
At
squad
least
number 1.
you can tell yourselves that.
Scratch out the 6.
And yeah, with that, Constantius Blackfall just kind of slinks out the shadows. Definitely been here the entire time. So yeah, you are ruins of this lab. There are still some dead bodies scattered about. Yeah.
Where do we need to go? Again, sorry.
It's just gonna be back up to the command hall. I know people had said they wanted to like just check around here, so I left here and just in case people still wanted to look at anything.
Are there any computer terminals we can try to interact with?
There are a few terminals around linked up some of the machinery.
Alright, I'm gonna try to interact with the terminal I'm next to. I'm just pulling up I got my character sheet up. Let me get my tech score. Or what is it? It is tech. All right. Give me, and I'm gonna roll tech. Give me a second. All right. I got a glory.
Sure, why not? Just start with that.
I got a glory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 successes. For the record, Scott, I did read like a critical review of this game that says like if you want to be difficult, you have to make it harder to get glory.
Ah, okay.
Because it's way too easy to get glory.
All right, I'm gonna. So you access it, and you come across some of Christophe's very specific logs about his experimentations on some of his subjects. I'm going to need a I forget if it's willpower determination for corruption.
It's fuck. I'll search the thing and see what it
Is
says.
it either of those?
It's page 286.
So yeah, 287. Conviction. So yeah, thanks, Micah. Neither of those. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to make a conviction test as you read about Christophe just joyfully slicing open these bodies and just shoving in organs wherever he could in the hopes to make just very human people out of these not human aliens by just shoving in more human organs.
So there's no red dye here, right?
No.
All right. 1 success.
Oh.
Well, shit. Yeah, you will gain a corruption as
Hell yeah.
you just it's a little bit clear that he enjoyed his work for more than just like scientific pleasure. He viewed it as a sort of artistry in the way he could just take it to the next step and the next level of just shoving more stuff in there.
I mean, he was a little bit crude.
Same with sort of a purple sort of feeling.
You'd have to ask him about that.
Didn't we kill him?
Yep. Oh, wait.
Oh, he's in 2 pieces over here, yeah.
Let me rifle through his corpse. His pockets. Or did I already do that?
I forgot that he was Dr. Mario.
Did somebody mention rifling corpses?
Scavenging, whatever.
I'm just kidding.
Like, I feel like I might have done that already.
I don't recall.
I'm ready to roll if we're already.
I think I just found medical equipment.
That sounds right, actually, yeah.
Okay, whatever, let's leave then.
Onward. Whoops.
Oh boy, here we go. Hey now. Don't make me lock everything.
But I want to play with the warbots.
Where did we spawn in? Did we spawn
I haven't gotten you guys here yet.
Oh.
We're not important enough to spawn in.
I think...
This motherfucker doesn't want us to kill us.
Oh. There we are.
Wait, where'd Constantius go?
Uh-oh. Maybe it's a good thing that he's not on this level of the ship.
Well, you did almost cause a mutiny last time.
Let's not try to shoot the captain.
Fair enough. I'll take that.
I'm glad that we agreed that was a bad idea.
I'm glad that our wonderful GM gave us an out.
He gave you a lot of outs.
Tell you, I finally took the last ride to Oblivion.
As I was starting to run out of outs. So yeah, after some time traveling, you get back to the command decks. Your arrival is a little bit different than before. The guards stand with weapons ready and unease written on their faces. Eyes unhidden behind helm lenses dance about constantly, scanning for threats. Marching down the hall to meet you is Lieutenant Chamberlain, hands clasped behind his back, and his back slightly stooped forward as he walks with quick steps. Squad 16, attention and report for duty!
It's squad number 1.
Actually, it's squad. Micah, you would know that it's squad number 10. It's squad number 1000. Because binary is obviously. Actually, no, that's 8. No, that's 16.
Squad 16.
No, it would be squad 1 followed by 5 zeros. Is 16. Sorry.
Very well, squad 100000, also known as squad 16. As the newest squad under my command, you are hereby given quarters and permission for room during off-duty hours. Your normal duty hours will be 0200 to 1900 shipboard time. You will be assigned patrol route Sigma 16 Echo 5. With a quick command into his Vox unit, you are sent your patrol route. The tech adepts receive it as a direct data transmission. The rest of you all get a little ping on your data slate or whatever.
How is he sending this to the Eldar anyway?
We're assuming he's got some sort of data slate that was given as he was brought on board. They were, in his employee orientation, he was given a small handheld data slate to. Yeah, this will be how you receive everything. Make sure you don't lose it. Pointy-eared pirate.
Oh.
So yeah, you all get this little ping of your new little assignment. During alerts, your operational hours will be extended indefinitely. As we are currently in red alert, your regular hours will not apply, and you are expected at your assigned post. I'll overlook your failure to be at the post this time, since it's a first offense. But don't expect this sort of understanding again. I run a tight ship for the Honorable Sir Salvinius Julianus IV. Are there any questions?
Why aren't we speaking with our employer? Where is Sir Julio?
The Honorable Sir Salvinius Julianus IV, honorably be his name, will not speak to your face, and you will speak with his full name, no matter how annoying it is. Why is that man flying?
Wait, who's the block that didn't load for me?
Oh, that shouldn't be there. That's an alien. Why is that on here? That's from the Star Wars map just hanging out. I'm sorry.
What? Why do we have a Star Wars alien?
What?
Because this is a Star Wars map that I repurposed.
I see it now.
It's too clean.
Yeah, you're right. It's not nearly gritty enough.
But after your he glances at the Space Marines. Actions.
Don't let me in with them.
I'm afraid that, as you are all the only survivors of the unbroken, I forget the name of the ship. Fuck, the unbroken contract. You are all as one group responsible for its debt, so you're all in this together. Suck it up, soldier.
Yeah.
He kind of looks back to the Space Marines again, and then like back to you. A little bit just unnervous about the superhumans nearby.
Good.
So we gotta go on patrol.
Yes, that's well, you're expected there. So that's where you should go if you would, prefer to operate under the Honorable Sir Savinius Julianus IV's name.
We just need to be topped up with grenades and ammo.
And servitor.
All right. So no one's gonna roll insight on that last comment.
What is? Never mind.
Wait. I send a new sphere transmission to Quintus, being like, does he want us to mutiny?
I mean, given who he's working for, it's possible he might also just want an excuse to shoot us.
How about we let the others go to the armory first and we talk to him?
Great idea.
What are those dice spawning in for?
I just realized there weren't any on the board right now.
Oh.
And so I don't know why I risked letting that drop the frame rate, but there it is. So yeah, after your quick communication burst, it's back to his question, back to your comment about, needing grenades and servidors. Negative! We are at critical red alert. There is no time for restocking. It is time to report to your posts. In fact, you're running late as is.
All right, let's send the Xeno and the not quite Space Marines first.
Not quite. One day.
Okay, so from the data that you've received, let me bring in this thing real quick.
Poor man. I think he's drunk.
All right, so the commie table has a model of the ship. The very front area of the ship is where this command deck is, which is a little odd for Imperial vessels. Usually there's like a command spire that has the command deck and bridge. But the patrol route that you have been currently assigned would be like this back little bump area. It is a very out of the way crew compartment area, and is also the area where you have been assigned your dorms.
I'm sure we'll find a way to cause a disaster. I have faith.
Or fail to avert one.
Yeah, so there's that. Y'all got the Magos that is making your friend.
Oh,
He's not our friend. He's our dog.
Yeah.
Making your yeah, sorry, I forgot about. I wanted to comment on that in the catch up. You have him sorry, actually the Magos was, when the ship went into the warp, the Magos was recalled to the Engineerium to fix the warp engines, which aren't working right now. And Tech Priest York got in contact with you that he was working on your person dog, but that there was a complication. And that was the last you had heard. Right.
Something along those lines.
And now you're being told to go patrol. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I guess you tech priests are trying to get the rest of them out of here, but you would have to convince them to do that?
could tell the Space Marines that.
Hey guys, there's heretics on our patrol route.
I'm not trying to get Lyme's disease.
Your gene seed protects you against it, Ding Dong.
Just from having dealt with Lyme's disease, how much it sucked. I'm giving you 1 wrath, Al. So you're up to 3.
Oh.
And the party's at 3 glory, but I didn't bring that counter in.
Like it is, but it do.
It is. It's fucked.
Does Lieutenant Chamberlain have... So he was able to send us our orders, like, directly.
He issued a command into the Vox, and then you got your orders. It's not necessarily that he sent them. He might have, like, given order to someone on the bridge and said, send this to the crew, or these crew members.
I gotcha. Is there any way to, like, reach out into the noosphere and see if he has capability?
I guess theoretically, yeah, you could try and see if there's like a like a receiver in him essentially to communicate with.
I do that.
There's no apparent like receptor on like it's not like connecting to another tech priest. Yeah, there's no response from the other end of the line. Any visible augments on him would appear to be like out of necessity more than and battlefield repair more than augmenting.
All right. Well, then once again, I say like to everybody else, like let's go. Quintus and I will bring up the rear.
So the Chamberlain gives a quick stout nod at that. Very good. That sounds best. I think I've wasted enough time here, and I'm needed back on the deck. At ease. And he clicks his heels and turns and starts to march off again.
Fuck. Before he in the instant that he does that, I ask like Quintus if he has any ideas to like try to get this dude alone.
We could start another bout of violence like we did the first time we were up here.
Do you want to playfully shoot the...
The first thing I say when you guys get here, everyone's super on guard. Your first suggestion, we could do violence.
But no,
What if
against the
I tell
Xeno?
him to just speak his piece on Sir Salvinius Giuliani IV?
You're just fucking going for it? Alright, dope.
Go for it, yeah.
Roll
that's
that
psychic
personality
mastery.
check.
You might want to save state before you do this.
Actually, that'd be fellowship. You're probably at like a 1.
No,
that'd be
compel.
my psychic.
Yeah, he's got a literal
ability.
psychic power. He is literally just breaking right into his mind and making him spill his guts.
Probably do it not in a room full of... Oh, we're gonna have to kill so many people if they hear this man. Like...
I'm going to first ask him to join me at the droid workbench on the 2nd level.
I do see... That's another giveaway that this is fucking Star Wars. The droids look very Star Wars.
Oh, I see this droid workbench. Okay. So you're just asking him that? Like vocally? Or is that a compel that you're doing?
That's a first compel. Yeah. I'll
Okay.
do 2 separate rolls.
Okay. So yes, your psychic mastery. Is 8. So 7 white dice, 1 red dice. And I'm trying to find compel in the book, but I hate this book so much. Okay. So compel has a difficulty number of 5, so you need 5 or more in successes for this to work. And you have 4 sitting here. So you could use a party wrath, or
Well,
party glory or your wrath to re-roll it, or just let it be a failure.
I'll use my wrath.
Word. I'm trying to spawn in those counters here, but then you're down to 1 and can re-roll.
that's more than 5. In fact, it's 6.
Nice.
Micah, that delivery was great. I'm sorry, that was great.
Okay, yes.
Upstairs.
So he it's kind of a little bit of like a glazed look over his eyes as he just kind of stops, turns around, and just continues his like neat marching just right up the stairs and to right behind you.
And I take note of this completely not suspicious action and decide to follow him. Because, yeah, that wasn't subtle.
Over the box beat, I say to Constantius, what are these weirdos doing?
I guess he's not talking to you right now.
It was fine. I still,
Dang.
just want to make my observation known.
All right, yeah. So he's up here. So are you doing another compel on him to make him spill his guts now, or?
Yeah, I had already
Alright.
rolled the second time, because that's the plan.
Oh, okay, I missed that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. So yes, your compel was what's your specific order to him? Just spill his guts on Julio?
Yeah, on his thoughts on Salvinius.
You shouldn't spill your beans.
So his eyes kind of remain a little bit cloudy, but his brows like furrow in a strong annoyance. I understand that all rogue traders operate with the writ of the Emperor, but never has there been more of a waste of the Emperor's will. Never have I been given such doubt to the Emperor's
wait.
light.
Do I have a recording device on me? Would I, like... Or
Test.
is it possible to use Vox in a recording function?
Yes. Give me a tech check, just to make sure you don't fuck it up.
Okay, so 6...
And like turn on the mic you have in your shoe. That's what happens. You turn on your shoe mic. So all your everything that you hear is like coming through the floor grates and like muffled by the metal lining on the bottom of your feet. So it's very doubtful that any of this will actually be useful to you. But you don't notice it at the time, of course.
I would I... Whatever. Let's say I have the presence of mind to ask my compatriot to also turn on his hopefully not his shoe mic.
Oh yeah, sure. I got a collar mic.
That's a 5.
And another
Yeah.
glory.
Oh, 6. Yeah.
Here's what I suggest, Scott. We can't earn glory outside of combat because you can't spend wrath outside of combat. Just to try to keep it balanced.
Alright.
So no more glory. Outside of combat.
Sure. So you're still at 3. Ignore that. But yes, with 3 successes, you will successfully turn on your collar mic or whatever you said it was.
Yeah, I just like tap like where my karate would be if I were like a person. Let's do this.
It's not
Okay, yeah.
suspicious.
So there's never been a bigger waste of the Emperor's light. I swear, nothing has ever made me doubt more or listen more closely to those voices in the shadows. Nothing else has ever made me doubt quite like Salvinius has.
Oh, so is he stopping at this point?
He's just kind of like mumbling off and like blurring, starting to blink a little bit at this point in time.
Okay, I say just let him come to, and then we confront him with what he said. And
Just play it back.
Yeah. Let him take a seat on my servitor. The furniture.
Oh, are you gonna do that creepy thing with your... Oh no. This is the worst.
No, this is the best.
I can't wait to give you some corruption for this.
I don't think I received corruption for it last time.
The last time it was just you sitting on it as you watched your friends engage in melee, so maybe I should have given it to you. But if you're gonna torture people on a living chair, this is definitely gonna be some corruption.
It's not really torture though, right?
It's blackmail.
We'll see.
It's
just
blackmail. Those are 2 different things.
Also,
We'll see what it turns into.
I don't see the chair servitor as weird. Or at least, like, the Mechanicus doesn't.
No, they definitely wouldn't.
It's a chairvitor.
Like,
I hate that so much.
corruption would be like going out of your like. Corruption is like shooting people in the foot because they were speaking to you.
With satisfactory
Shooting
answers.
people in the foot for
Very
satisfactory answers.
Well, yeah, okay.
This,
So it's been a few moments now. Bender, please insert girder, is in chair position. And Chamberlain is kind of shaking his head groggily, and his eyes are clear at this point. What the fuck?
I
The Emperor,
told him to
what's
have
going-
a seat. So I told him to have a seat in the Chris Hansen voice.
Yep. Please have a seat.
Dun, 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 dun.
Why don't you have a seat over here? Squad 16! Why
Oh,
are
please
you
have
attempting to
a
give me
slice
an
of
order?
pizza.
Would like some pizza, but this is not your pizza to offer.
I played back the
Wait,
what he said over very.
I want to play. I want to play it back first because I'm not.
Listen to my foot.
Can you give me a tech check? I shouldn't require a tech check on just playing back, I guess.
No, you really should. Which, oh wait, I'm not aware of how messed up this recording is, right?
No, not yet. Yeah, you know
What
what,
do you
give me
think
that
about
tech check.
this?
It's gonna be a low difficulty, but give me the tech check. Yeah, that's a success.
Okay, so with great confidence, I start playing back this recording.
And I imagine like the motion is just like it's this slow like press up to a button with like a flourish at the wrist, like just aha, I'm about to undo you with one button, no words, and then coming through is just...
Wait. As a specially augmented creature with exceptional hearing, do I have any advantage in decoding that?
No, this is I would say this is unintelligible.
Oh.
This is just nothing. This is just there is no redemption of this audio file.
Sorry, buddy, I tried.
Oh. Oh
That's
man.
embarrassing.
I think.
Actually, wait. Let me show you how it's done.
Unsatisfactory.
I would say that I need to sit down, but you've already taken my servitor.
I got 4 successes to
All
play.
right, so as you were saying, you're like, let me show you how it's done. He was cocking his las pistol. You're saying your thing. You do your flourish with a wrist and press your button, and his voice comes back to him. The blood drains from his face. He drops his arms limply down to his side. His shoulders go slack, and he just like looks back and forth, eyes between the two of you.
Hey, Chris,
I use otherworldly voices. Now, about the length of our 17-hour patrol shift.
Wait, really? That's what you're going for?
Start small in negotiations.
I want to speak to my union representative.
In space, nobody can hear you scream.
Does he take the seat?
Okay, so you're proffering the seat again. He will take it this time, although very uncomfortably. As he does so, then he looks down to the armsmen below and just gives a nod, and they start filing out of the room in various order.
So when they leave, oh wait, so they all leave.
Yes, yeah. Takes maybe a minute, but they all file out. Doors shut behind them. It's not quite cooperating with me, but they should be.
I gotcha. So when the door closes, I turn to him and I ask, what should we do about this?
This would appear to be quite a problem for my future standing with the Honorable Sir Salvinius Julianus IV. I'm not sure what can be done.
Okay, wait, I
What
speak
are
over
you?
Well, the first thing you could do.
I'd speak over the new sphere.
Oh, sorry. I was going to suggest that he refer to us as Squad 1 from now on.
That's actually where I was going to start.
Okay.
But
That's what you're going for.
Well, that's where we're going to start.
I was like, what I was going to
My
say.
ask was bigger than that.
Let's start small and work our way up.
But no, I'm speaking over the you got to ease him into the pit of not corruption, but our leverage over him.
It's for the greater good. To get the ship back.
I'm sorry, it's for
to
the
real
what?
space. No, sorry, not Tau. I forgot. My bad.
Would you please roll me corruption?
Why would the Tau be? They
Why
don't
would
have
I
any.
be
Yeah, I don't-
corrupted by the Tau?
I just wanted to point out that.
Don't they have negligible warp presence?
Yeah, they are like tiny, tiny, tiny little candles flickering in the warp, even as an entire species.
Yeah.
But no, like, if we're gonna get this ship back to real space intact, we're gonna need to be led by someone who knows what they're doing.
We're gonna need to take steps to right ourselves, and the first step is referring to us properly as Squad Number 1.
Okay, so that was to him now, not over the channel.
Yeah.
Visible relief is on his face, and he nods.
Of course, repossessed squad number 1. There was never any doubt, of course. It was just a formality. You understand.
As he kind of like tucks at his collar a little bit and shifts about in your servitor chair.
Now, was that everything that we were to discuss here?
Now,
Oh,
about the
of course.
restocking of supplies.
Yeah, as you can see, I only have one piece of furniture at the moment, and I would like to acquire more.
We need an end table to go with this chair.
A love seat, maybe an ottoman.
Well, with the current alert state of the ship.
Does he, like, this is out of setting for a second. Does he understand the fact that I'm referring to servitors here?
Given that you are literally like seating him on one, yeah. There's some context clues happening, and he can put them together. Yeah. This is not a normal way to refer to your servitors, but he's sharp enough for this. So yeah. So he, as he was saying,
during this current alert state, I'm afraid that everything has either been directly assigned to control by the Magos and his tech priests, or is currently under the Honorable Sir Salvinius Julianus the Fourth's command and patrol of the ship to maintain order. I'll see what I can do, but I don't think I can send you with one on your way right now.
So, in light of, let's circle back around to that Sir Salvinius's command.
Or honestly, either of these work. Either because, and I guess I'm speaking over the news sphere right here, either because he really, well, Sir Julio is problematic for him at the moment, and I guess the Magos is, hopefully they would be willing to lend a servitor or two to fellow Mechanicus.
I mean, they're making you a servitor already.
Yeah, but that one is for alternative use. Actually, I don't know what he's going to be.
You're just waiting for the surprise?
Beyond, like, a dog. Actually, wait.
What the fuck?
I mean, that's what he was supposed to be, wasn't he? Like Mad Dog Johnson?
Yeah.
Oh, but would it be possible to get him to get the broken power sword to someone that would be capable of fixing it?
Are you asking him? Like, how are you asking? Are you pulling out the sword and showing him, or just asking him if he knows someone who can fix power swords?
Yeah, I'm asking him if he knows anybody on this ship capable of fixing broken power swords.
He kind of gives a shrug.
The Magos is really overall in charge of the care of weaponry on the ship in terms of repairs. Start with him, I think.
I ask him if he's capable of reordering the Magos' priorities at all. Or if he's just an independent figure.
He kind of arches his eyebrow at that.
Well, as I'm sure you understand, the Magos is, by being a tech priest of the Mars, given his own rights under the Imperium.
Oh, right.
But
right. Or
why would you want me to change his orders right now when he's working on fixing the warp drives?
oh, right. Not that, but like one of his subordinates. So I know, or who was it that was responsible for the?
Tech priest Jorg was the one who did he sold you some stuff earlier. He did look at the sword. I think he said he couldn't fix it. It was beyond him to work on it.
That's what he said.
Okay, I
And
remember
yeah,
now.
he's now working on your Mad Dog Johnson.
Broken sword it is for the time being.
I asked him if he thinks that Julio's leadership will be enough to get this ship back to real space in one piece.
Sorry, I need to check something 1 sec. So you can he like squares his shoulders, puts his best face forward. It's pretty obviously a thin veneer.
Of course, the Honorable Sir Salvinius shall see this ship through. We're absolutely guaranteed to see our way back to real space.
But you can see that in his eyes, he knows this ship is doomed.
Yeah, I'm sure you
So like,
might even.
I reply 404 humor not found.
He turns and looks at you with confusion.
Do you need repairs, tech priest?
What do you think about...
Wait, if he can't explicitly give us one of the servitors, can he leave me alone in a room with one or two?
Fuck, Micah, we can do bigger things here than steal servitors. We can take over the fucking ship.
Do I want to do that?
So here's... I broadcast this over the Meosphere. Or I don't broadcast it, I just speak to Micah. Like, if we can convince him... Everyone listens to him because they think that the orders that come from Chamberlain come from Julio. If we can convince Chamberlain to basically like fucking lock Julio in a room and have him run the ship, if we know that we have, then like we can blackmail the person running the ship. And we can get us back to real space intact instead of tiptoeing around the ego of this fucking incompetent. And you can have all the fucking servers you want because you'd be able to blackmail the person running the ship.
I guess the Chamberlain's capable of keeping Sir Julio isolated.
I think he would be.
Ask him, I guess we ask him if he can keep Sir Julio distracted for the foreseeable future.
I feel like Dylan's character should be here because he did help with this.
What did I do? I didn't do anything.
You got him up here.
You done did this.
I'm saying this out loud. I didn't do anything.
You made him say the things he said!
Oh, I didn't make anybody say anything.
You
He said those things. I said, what are your thoughts? He gave us his thoughts.
You made him say his thoughts!
He doesn't need to know that.
Did you say that? Like, just like in front of him?
You are the best elf. He doesn't need to know that. He needs to know that he doesn't need to know that.
Stupid Montai.
All right. But so you did ask him if he could keep Julio busy for a little while. You asked that, right?
And then just run the ship in his stead, yeah. Like, just give him a chain of foot massages, I guess.
All right. So the three of you are going to need to roll me an awareness check on his answer.
Like, all... okay.
Like, each of you, who are really paying attention to him, yeah, I need an awareness check, like, as you're watching him give his answer.
So I rolled one on the wrath die, but 3 total successes.
Nice.
Four.
My awareness is a 6.
Alright, yeah, so you're rolling 5 white dice and 1 red dice. No successes and a complication. Alright, so for you, all humans are just a little bit too twitchy in their facial expressions, and you don't notice, like, anything. You know, humans are just unsophisticated and they move in ungraceful ways, so he just looks like an ugly human to you. Nothing out of the usual.
You look disgusting.
Dan, you, you, just kind of misread this as, some general wariness, kind of just general consternation and concern. Micah, you see through it to the fact that he is, like, his mind is churning, and in his answer, he's thinking of his own machinations and his own plans in this. So his response is,
Well, I suppose that if need arise, I could...
Wait. I record.
tech check.
A lot.
Yeah, okay, you're recording.
In high def.
The clearest def. You're recording in FLAC format.
Or whatever the 40K equivalent would be.
So probably FLAC still. Yeah, they've gone back to that. It's the best they can do at this point.
It's literally lossless.
Vinyl.
Yes, you pull out and set up a phonograph and start recording in vinyl. That's how successful
No. I have like, it's not just vinyl. It's one of those like tubular vinyl, like the original phonograph bullshits, the tubes.
The cylinders.
And it's just hidden in my backpack.
It's in your chest cavity. You just like open up your robes and expose your chest cavity. Please speak clearly into the microphone.
There's a little mouse who's etching it into the tubes.
There we go. Alright, let's do this.
Okay. I need a second here.
I suppose that if needs arise, the captain could be kept busy in his quarters if there were concerns over the state of his belongings in there. But of course, such a misdirection would be against the very light of the Emperor, and we would never do that, of course.
Wait, so you said that I can see their inner machinations going on?
Yeah, like...
Would this be like working against us or working for his own self-enrichment, or...
You're not quite sure on that regard, but like he's definitely scheming.
Okay, so
to Dan, like this is kind of like a dumb ship captain is just kind of like overwhelmed with the blackmail. Like I guess I have no choice but to go along with it. Dylan just thinks he's an ugly human and doesn't really care and says, "Yep, we got what we wanted."
Okay, so I'm gonna.
You can see his mind is turning.
notice that and broadcast my thoughts over the news for just he has ulterior motives? I get motives here.
I reply that good. We don't want a fucking moron in charge. I still think, regardless of what his motives are, we can still be the true powers behind the power behind the throne.
Let's. Oh god, I have to think for a second.
I say, well, if so wait, Scott.
Yep.
He said that if there was a concern about the items in the captain's quarters, he could be kept there.
Oh, well, the Honorable Sir Salvinius Julianus the Fourth.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry, Scott. I'm not asking this. I'm trying to what exactly.
He's just like it's just saying, you know, he's really worried about the shit he's recovered during his years as a rogue trader. He has kept all of his wealth to himself and does not share it. So basically, he's just saying like,
like, you know, smog over his hoard.
Yes, yeah. I just got a report that you know, there was a commotion in your room, Captain. Didn't you better go back there and make sure everything's fine? And just go be a dragon on your chambers, or go be a dragon on your gold for a little while.
Sounds like a good idea. What with all that's happening now, you have no idea if there's some space marines, some trader marines we missed who are going for his chambers right now. He better go and secure them.
Trader marines on board.
Well, yes. Do we not give you a fucking action report?
Not that I can recall.
Wait, you said there were 5?
There were 5 in the past.
We killed. Oh wait, no, the other 2 that were frozen were also dead. Okay, never mind.
You shot 2 frozen, shot a 3rd that was wandering around there, and then there are 2 unaccounted for on the ship yet.
Wait, why would we need to give him, like, didn't the helmswoman make it back first? Shouldn't he be aware?
Oh shit, yes, right, my bad.
He should be aware.
He definitely is. Yep.
Oh.
So yeah, sorry, it's not an alert. He just not sagely.
Yes. Some of those.
He bristled.
Troublesome marines. Of those unknown things.
With their interesting insides.
Very interesting, I say, with my new appreciation for anatomy after reading those notes.
He cocks his eyebrow.
Oh. Interesting, you say?
And I'm gonna have him roll an insight check here.
Wait, which?
He is rolling an insight check on you too.
Whose insides are interesting? The Cooper Bros or?
Everyone's.
That's 5.
That is a 5. I think you two would both have to roll deception to try and hide from his insight into the nature of your interests.
Oh fuck, I have 1 die.
I can roll for that.
Well, you weren't trying to deceive him.
I'm not trying to deceive. Am I?
Like do we even care to hide this from him?
Tech priests are allowed to, like...
I suppose that's up to you, yeah.
I don't want to hide this from him.
Are you trying to hide, like, just how perverse your interests in anatomy and internals are, or?
I mean, my interests weren't
an entire college, like an entire planet devoted to like.
There's a sect.
Yeah, and they're not dark admech, dark mechanicus.
My interest wasn't perverse. I was looking for augments.
You got corruption down in the Magos' tech forge about
that was
that was
with his.
That was about Kane. That's right. That was pain, not specifically splitting up the bodies. All right.
And I feel like my interest is merely scientific.
Just the way you said that, I thought it was more chaos.
No, I mean
Okay.
I did get corruption for cutting into the Space Marine, but that was because it was a Chaos Marine. And all I received was disappointment.
And a little bit of pleasure. Okay, yeah.
Well, I'm still a little ways away from mutation, so it's all good.
You're at 2.
Yep, and I think the first one is at 5.
3?
5. Oh, wait. Oh, let me look at that.
Oh, whenever your corruption levels increases, you must make a mutation test.
Yeah, no, it's 6. Well, yeah, I can get 5 points, and then...
Okay. So I'll start doing that right. Okay, so... you guys spoke on the interesting, problematic Marine insides. He arched his eyebrows. Fuck, he failed his deception roll.
Wait, he was trying to deceive us?
So, when you said they were interesting, like, he arched his eyebrows and tried to, like, look, have some insight into you and roll an insight check. He thought he liked what he saw and saw some people who might, recognize his interests and might be in some fellow circles, and so he is now failing his hiding check, his deception check in his response, and isn't quite being as, sly as he would like to be, and just, cracking a smile and nodding. Yes.
Renegade Marines certainly have some interesting physiognomies, don't they?
Wait, Dan's
Blessed,
still
they
recording.
might say.
Yes, he is.
Okay, so that's,
We don't have to bring that up right now.
that is a cause for concern. I mean, we don't have to, but this is the person we're trying to put in charge of the ship.
We can always bust out the captain. Captain needn't know it was us who put him in there in the first place.
I feel like what he's saying is very heretical.
Yes. It might be a moment of a mask slipping. As, he sees you two not responding immediately, he hears some kind of vox crackling from your bits, and he, kind of, tightens his, shoulders back up and smile flattens out.
Of course, the Emperor's Astartes are the true angels of death.
Wait, did I pick up, so his deception failed, so we picked up on that?
Yes, you, his deception failed, so he said something you shouldn't have.
Why is okay, so I want to ask the elf to, compel him to elaborate upon that.
I agree. Are they not quite Space Marines, just dicking around? You guys like arm wrestling or something while this is happening?
We stand a silent watch, ready for the call.
Alright, I don't know where my character is, but I have the dice ready.
You're
What am I?
like standing right. You want to compel him to elaborate on what just came out of his mouth.
On his comments about
Their
interesting
blessed
and blessed.
physiology.
Yeah.
What was the difficulty number on compel?
It's 5, and that's a total of 4. You have 3 party glory, and Dylan does have 1 wrath left.
This
I'm gonna use
feels
the glory.
Glory.
that's more than enough.
What do you mean by interesting physiology?
And yes, okay, so the way that works too, you're able to use some of your extra 6s there to shift to increase the duration of compel. So he will have him down under for longer on this. Actually, I think you can increase both length and effects.
You're going to be our mouthpiece.
Well, see, the issue here is that he might be a liability, like his continued existence, especially putting him in any position of power.
You can cross that bridge when we come to it.
Okay, yes.
I mean, we're
He's
already
the one
on the
committing
bridge.
treason, not us.
Yes, you are able to make it longer and increase the effects, so like you are able to more potently compel the truth out of him. So his eyes glaze over, again, become very unfocused, but his mouth like turns up at the edges in just this most cruel and crooked smile. We have blessed anatomies, so the whispers say. The whisperer in the shadows, the one with the eyes on the ship, he has told me. They're here. They've waited. I can join them, be freed from this cruel service. I can finally lead where I am meant to.
Well, I think it might be time to execute him.
How about this? We get an audience with him and Julio, and then play that.
Wait, so just out of idle curiosity, would I be able to pick up on which chaos god that he's referring to?
Roll me knowledge check.
Which is, let's see, for me that is what, scholar?
Yeah, probably.
6, okay. Oh,
hell yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, you're...
Is that a corrupted success?
That's exactly what I'm gonna make this. Your like thoughts as you're, as your thoughts are turning in on themselves, trying to just figure out, like, just trying to discern some sort of meaning in the words that he has just said. It's some very anime-esque bullshit, like, moment of your third inner eye opening, and beams of light, but not actually happening. It's all very metaphorical. Instant corruption check for me, please.
Against a conviction of 3. Oh, do I?
Not mutation. This is just corruption first.
Yeah. So, am I rolling? What am I?
So yeah, conviction.
Do I need a red for this?
No, there's no chance of Yeah.
Oh boy, that's
Yeah. Okay. So we'll deal with the mutation check in just a second.
Wait, it's each time you roll for corruption?
Each time you fail a corruption test.
I should be mutated at this point.
You might right here, because as you're trying to think about what he has said, for the first time, you can see the eyes on the walls of the ship, like hanging just over his head. The wall peels back to reveal an eye staring down at him, and then an eye next to it, and then they both shut, but then an eye opens up above them, and then that one shuts.
Wait, like stepping out of game for a sec, is this like the word bearers is Slanesh, right?
Word bearers are unaligned. Word bearers are just chaos. Slanesh is the Emperor's children.
Okay.
Zinch is Thousand Sons.
Fuck. It's been a while.
Yeah, no worries.
Only one I remember, like the World Eaters and the Death Guard.
Yep.
For what they're associated with. Okay. Well, that was a costly moment of idle curiosity.
Yeah, so now we're gonna need to do that mutation test. So it's your conviction against a DN of 3 modified by your corruption level. So 3 plus 3 equals 6. So you're against a DN of 6.
But I don't think that count like corruption points and corruption level are different things.
You're right, yes. Corruption level is how many mutations you have already or some fuck.
Like, I only have 3 points of corruption. I'm still corruption level 0.
What kind of thing are you gonna mutate into?
Probably nothing, because I don't think I'm that corrupt yet.
Yeah, my understanding is you have to be like at least level 2, right? No, it does. I don't know.
Yes, okay, yeah, you are still at corruption level 0. 0 to 5 points is corruption level 0. Yes, so it is a DN of 3. So mutation test is your conviction against 3.
But I don't think I have to.
No, I think Mike is right here.
Shit, rest. Whenever your corruption level increases. Sorry, yeah. You're right.
So, like,
Yep.
3 more failures, and we'll be there.
This is so long. Damn it.
You see how we're playing this, though, Scott. We're definitely going to get there, because we're morons.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay, and so then 26 points to immediately turn into a chaos spawn. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, so I forget where we are. Oh, right, you're having your dark insight. Yeah, so then the eyes on the ship vanish completely, and you're just left, feeling the awful touch of the warp lingering around.
That
he
isn't
didn't get
the
the
army,
corruption
sire.
point, or he did?
I did. I failed badly.
So you got 3 now or 2?
3.
And it's 5 for first corruption level.
No, it's
6 to get over. Damn it. Son.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Is he still under?
Yeah, his eyes are still a bit foggy just because of the intensity of Dylan's power.
Oh, ask him what he was. I asked him what he was scheming beforehand.
The smile grows wider on his face. I was part of this. We are here for it, for this. The next part starts soon. Your patrol is out of the way for it. And his eyes are kind of sharpening back up at this point.
So he wanted us out of the way.
I pull out my pistol and put it under his chin and ask him where it starts.
Oh wait, I put my hand on his shoulder.
My shoulder?
No, the lieutenant's shoulder, and I wait for him to come to.
Okay,
It starts with distraction movements.
and he's blinking faster now.
A few unnecessary attacks and engineerium, and you're out. And then they move on the Geller.
And then he just stops talking and his eyes snap wide open.
Wait, is he aware of what he said?
It's recorded.
No, but you've recorded it, but does he know that he said that? Like, we haven't played it back to him yet?
So his eyes are snapping wide open. He gives a few blinks and then kind of looks around. He keeps his mouth shut. Give me a awareness or either awareness or insight.
And then, what is that, just me, or is that Dan and...
For all of us?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess whoever's paying attention to him on his answers here.
I'm gonna do an awareness because that's
I'm doing
5.
awareness.
And my insight is 1. I have 3 successes.
All right. Ooh, a complication.
Scott, while this is going on, I have a question. What does the new sphere extend? Like, can I send a message over the new sphere to the Geller field, like the Geller Drive room, like to the people working on it with the Megos?
So the Geller field and warp engines are 2 separate things. The Geller field is the thing that keeps like the ship safe from the warp, and so that's pretty much in the heart of the ship. The warp engines are back in the engineerium with the other engines.
All right. Well, can I send a message to the engineerium?
It's too long to send a direct contact message, but you could like use the ship channels to relay a message there.
I tell them to fortify themselves.
Fortifications.
So it's gonna be a few moments. So like you'll receive this acknowledgement a few moments like later in the game time, not immediately. But you'll get a servitor acknowledging back that it's received your response and is moving to comply as best it can.
I still have my gun on this guy's fucking like under this guy's head, basically.
Yes, you have your We're like cutting back a few seconds. Sorry, I'm hearing my voice and somebody is just messing with my brain. We're coming back a few seconds in like game time before the servitor responded to you. You just sent that message. You have your gun under his chin. Micah's hands on his shoulder, waiting for clarity. And I forget what exact question. Oh, right. You're like looking at him for awareness. So Dylan, you still just see a dumb, ugly human, who has just kind of, his brain has been your plaything for the last few moments. Micah, you're still
Walking
just kind of
applesauce.
Can you repeat that? I don't get that.
Walking applesauce.
Because you're about to turn him to paste, or
I'm not about to turn to paste.
No, his brain is mush.
no?
His brain is mush. Sorry, continue.
basically. So Micah, you can't quite read him yet. He's still just a little bit like, you think he looked a little bit too like closed off immediately after waking up. Dan, you kind of can see that he's trying to play the waiting game here, actually, like in this moment after he wakes up. He's waiting for you guys to like break this silence now.
So
I asked him for his weapons and his Vox speed. It's like, assuming it's not implanted.
I mean, I
Of
think we're
course.
justified in just like forcibly removing it from him at this point, even if it's implanted.
No, over the sure, but over the neuron, over the new sphere, I tell Micah I think he should lead us to the Geller field generator.
Okay.
And then
So
we'll see what plays out from there.
I have my hand on his shoulder and I say to him, "Oh, by the Omni Sire, if you were knee deep in shit before, you are neck deep in it now."
Oh fuck! I lost all my tabs with good fucking quotes. Actually, no, you know what I do? After he does that, I fucking pull the trigger and paint the ceiling with his brains and turn to Quintus and say, "It is better to be in ignorance than in heresy."
By the Omni Sire.
My God.
Okay. So Lieutenant Chamberlain is dead.
He didn't even have to roll for that?
It was under his chin, man.
I don't know, you could drop the gun.
That's fair. Give me a roll me a shot. Yeah.
Give me a second. I have to do this.
We're gonna assume that like at this point he's got like an armor of 1. Like you are basically guaranteeing to hit, but let's just see what happens. You could fuck up still.
Does this count as aiming?
Yeah, let's give you
All right, give me 11 dice. I need 3 more. Wait, that's
like
9.
Out of game
Wait,
for a
no,
second.
we're good.
Scott, there are guns on his model. Was he actually armed?
We disarmed him.
We didn't disarm him.
Whoa, no, you didn't actually give him time to disarm. You just kept talking, and then pulled the trigger. If you're giving him time to disarm, that needs to happen first. Or you're just pulling the trigger.
No, he
I'm
has
just
no
pulling the
time.
trigger.
Pull the goddamn trigger.
Sorry. I came here to use that cool quote. I'm going to use that cool quote. 7. So this is like point blank in his chin, Scott.
Yes.
Like, there's no fucking
yeah. So
armor there.
I'm giving him an armor class of 1, just so it's literally an armor class. How many 6s do you have so you can shift? You got 2 6s there to shift. It's going to be 2 extra on damage. So I forget your damage stat. I wasn't on your character.
It's something ridiculous.
It's
like
14 plus 1 extra damage die, and then AP of -1. So he actually has no armor.
Oh, sick. Okay.
So that is give me 15 dice, please. Oh wait. Aiming also, does aiming give you more damage? No, attacking from when they're unawares gives you more damage. And he's aware now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this one last one.
No, take 2 away actually. Fuck. Let's do math. That's 5. That's 5. I need 2 more now, because you took 3 away. Someone took 3 away. Fuck. Alright, that's 15. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Is Chris not in the game anymore?
Oh,
He said BRB.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm listening.
Is your
Where?
mama not in the game anymore? Oh.
Wait. Is he dead, Scott?
Yes.
Okay, and then I turned to Micah. Actually, then I turned to like the entire room and say that.
The room's
that
been
it's
emptied
better
out,
to
though.
live in ignorance than in heresy.
You're just speaking to your squad, man.
Yeah, just actually speaking.
Okay, and as is tradition, I bend down and start scavenging.
Or loot the body.
Yes, you find on him a chain sword.
I want it. Because you already have a sword, Micah.
But it's a broken sword. I need a backup sword that works.
I fucking hate you.
You wait, no, you traded, but whatever. Okay, was it just a chain sword?
And a las pistol.
You get the last pistol, I'll take the sword.
Okay.
Alright.
Wait, any augments?
He has some studs on his face that would indicate that he may have had some bone replacements and augments underneath his skin there.
So they're
some on
under
his
the,
arm.
under the flesh?
Yes.
Well, I guess it's time to open him up.
Scott, are there any identifying marks on this chainsword that would make it obvious that this was Lieutenant Chamberlain's?
Roll me awareness on it? Or insight.
Roll awareness, because insight is 1 and awareness is 5. I rolled a 1. I got 1 success.
So his name isn't obviously carved into it or anything. It's got an Aquila emblazoned on it, brazenly. It's got skulls of the Imperium and all that good stuff on it, but nothing saying Lieutenant Chamberlain.
I put it under my robes. That's where I make sure it's stashed under my robes.
Gotcha.
And then I turned to fucking Quintus and said, make this quick. We have to get to the Geller field generator.
Yep.
Do we have a map of the ship? Do we know where things are?
You actually
on one of the prior terminals.
Yes, and you just got given the official ship version of it when you were given your patrol route of it.
Gotcha.
So you do have flagged on it Engineerium, Magos, Geller field generator, don't go here, you don't have permission to go here, that sort of thing.
Do we have the ability to call the trams to arbitrary stations?
It will take time if there is not already one there, but yes, you have been given the pass.
Alright, we gotta move. Make this fast. I don't care if it's messy, Quintus.
Let's see. I'm assuming that's a Medicaid check.
I'm gonna be
Yep.
gone. I'm gonna be BRB for like 30 seconds. I gotta get water.
Oh. Let's see. Do I have... Gonna burn Wrath. Okay, whatever.
Glorious. So your goal was to... you weren't giving a damn if it was pretty. You just were going in as fast as you can to extract the subdermal implants, right?
Yeah.
Well, you messed that up, but the skull itself is actually fine. You have a nice little, sans the portions that are missing of it because they were once very nice implants, skull, and again missing a top of it because it just got shot out. But skull of Lieutenant Chamberlain.
I loop it into my belt as a memento.
Fair enough.
Okay, I unchair Bender. Get him
Does the
down.
body just like slide to the floor?
Yes,
in
I was
front
about
of
to say the
Bender?
body just crumples into a messy slump in front of it, with the head being this like split open, raggedy end attached to it now.
Wait. I
We
want
don't
to
have time to hide this shit, guys. We gotta get down.
I want to pop my head through the door and ask for that servitor.
I'm sorry, what?
Actually, I don't know that there's a servitor over there, do I?
When the door opened to allow Chamberlain in, you probably saw some servitors down that hall, but
whatever, let's leave.
I tell them that Chamberlain would like some time. If anyone like asks.
oh yeah, you're gonna be questioned as you leave by these men out here.
Oh, they're questioning people?
Questioning us.
Oh,
I
questioning
tell them
them?
that Chamberlain needs wait,
Will they
fuck, who's
question
the
you when a space
He
marine is around?
needs some time to digest the information he's just taken in.
Yeah,
Oh,
bullets are hard
also,
to
we're
digest.
not. I tell them we're not Squad 16 anymore. We're Squad 1. That
So-
Chamberlain said that.
Okay, so you're delivering that information. Who's delivering the Salvinius needs some time, hang out here for a moment? Because as soon as you like leave that squad, the squad sitting out here, it's not pinging for some reason.
I know which one you're talking about though.
Yeah, thank you. That's the way to the tram. So that squad is gonna try to go back into that room. And you need to convince them to stay so they don't immediately discover Chamberlain's
We
body.
could also convince them to come with us.
Oh yeah,
You could.
We could convince them to come with us. Like, tell them a change of plan. You need to come with. Chamberlain says you need to come with us to the Geller Field generator. He wants extra security there. Who should say that? But maybe one of the Space Marines.
The Sarah Michelle Gellar space generator gotta come with. Do it. Right.
That's about right when spoken by
Rip and
one of
tear.
them Phillies Johns.
Rip and tear. Are we ripping and tearing?
You're on your way to.
We're about. We did a little bit. Micah fucked up a Medicaid check so bad he did.
All right, so Marmaduke, do you want to give me a an intimidate check with or a leadership check to try and convince these people, Sarah Michelle Gellar's field, come on this way around, right down this John.
1 sec. I guess leadership would be higher. It's 5.
All right. And I got 5 dice for you over here.
Use all
So
your
yeah.
rerolls if you need to.
Yeah, I might as well.
All right.
In this situation. I just give it a shot and they end up fucking killing us.
Worse things have happened. Oh no.
Don't worry, I got your back, buddy.
Oh.
7.
7. 7.
So can he shift to intimidate them harder?
He's actually inspiring them with the leadership into following him.
Oh.
So yes, they straighten their backs and tuck their guns and salute you. With pride, Space Marine. Wolf, we've got your back.
All right, let's get out of here before they find out we murdered somebody.
We killed a heretic. I said this in the newsfear. We killed a heretic. It was the Omnissiah's will.
Yeah, but we have to make that known before they shoot us for, whatever you would call that.
Alright, let's roll. Let's go to the Sarah Michelle Gellar field.
Yeah, we gotta find Buffy, the Vampire Slayer.
Can't fucking
Finally,
believe you're
something
doing
I
these
give
people.
a shit about.
I don't know. This was kind of an interesting session. I enjoyed the not murdering people.
Until we did murder people.
Of the angels.
I got to use a cool quote I looked up. I was happy about that.
That was a good quote.
Did you have that pulled up in a tab?
I did a while ago. I don't have tab up now, but I remembered that one.
Buy more Ovaltine.
What the F is this?
This is the Sarah Michelle Gellar field generator.
So after about an hour and a half on the tram, and another hour or so of traveling through various halls and lifts, you come out of these Imperium as fuck double doors.
Wait.
And
I like the lighting here.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, so in the middle is the Gellar field generator. And standing around it are 4 servitors, all bearing marks of the ship, Tech Priest Triviant, Foundries of Mars, and all other sorts of patterns, all variously trying to stand behind cover and assess their views before moving to another point of cover and scanning for other targets.
So they're already here guarding it.
Yes, these 4 servitors.
Do they acknowledge us at all?
As you approach the perimeter, they will kind of scan you, nod in acknowledgement of a friendly, and then move on with targeting. So as you approach this first one, it just scans you and then moves up.
Let's have the armsman set up. How do I ping? Give me a sec.
Hold tab. Yeah, hold tab and click for ping.
Alright, let's have them set up where my second arrow is there, and then we're in there, so they can cover the door. And then 6 to 7 just goes with one of them, I guess. He sits on the barrel. Put him on the barrel.
Wait, we just... What?
We're laying an ambush for the chaos people that are going to come in here. I'm assuming they're going to come through the door. Although maybe we should do rounds to see if there's any other entrances.
I'd also like to use Science to check for psychic sources nearby.
Are these combat servitors? Like
they are. Yes, these are actual combat servitors prepped for a battle.
Do I notice Quintus like take an interest in them?
Roll awareness.
I need dice to roll awareness, Scott.
I'm working on it.
Alright, that's a 5. Am I aware that he's looking at the servitors greedily or in any other untoward way?
It is not surprising to you that your fellow tech adept is added again with his servitors, as he always is.
Over the news sphere, I tell him there will be time for that after we weather the storm coming our way.
I don't mind getting shot in pursuit of furniture.
Then let's make sure you get shot first.
I had 5 successes on my psychic mastery roll for the Science.
Remember, 6s count as 2s, so that's a 7.
Even better.
Yeah. So the Gellerfield generator, as you have probably heard before on your psychic, on your Corsair pirate travels, humans are really dumb. Eldar are so much smarter. You guys travel the webway. You slip like between reality and the warp. You don't actually go fully into the warp and risk traveling through pure chaos. Humans are really dumb. Their ships go straight into the warp, so the only way to stay safe is a Gellerfield generator, where you take a human psyker, knock them out, shove them in this weird machine thing, and then let them project reality around them to keep their ship safe. So this thing is super psychic. Beyond that, it's not here yet, but you can feel a presence coming from this direction over here. Left a few pings. I will just leave a text mark there saying psychic
Southeast
presence.
Corner is where I relay to the party to watch out for the southeast corner.
I post up where I move my figure. I still think we should have some people by the front door. Like maybe split the Space Marines, and Micah can be like in the circle that the servitors make around the Gellerfield generator.
I am by the front door with my recon knife clenched between my teeth.
Ooh, okay. As you are all setting up, you start to hear over just like basic ship communication channels that you are just connected to by nature of being part of the ship's crew. That there's another attack coming in at the Engineerium, and there are a few people questioning where Lieutenant Chamberlain is and why he's not in charge, but someone in his absence is calling all available squads 1 through 16 to the Engineerium immediately.
I turn to the ship armsman, and I say, our orders from Lieutenant Chamberlain were to stay here until he tells us otherwise.
Well, he's never going to tell us otherwise.
They don't fucking know that, Micah. I said that over the news sphere.
What are you using to convince them to stay here?
That's like the Oh fuck!
We
No,
don't
I take
have-
it back. Marmaduke should be the one telling them to stay.
Yeah.
Attention, comrades. We're still investigating. The
Not invest. I know. So I say this over the fucking because he has like the little.
Yeah, he can hear.
Over the new sphere, right?
No.
Yes, isn't he the one?
No, he can speak in a binary.
Yo, in binary can't. I just like I shoot off a piece of binary can that says, "Idiot! We told them we were ordered here. So our orders are to stay here regardless of like whatever the fuck the box is saying."
Yeah, per our orders, we must remain here to investigate the Sarah Michelle Geller drive, and secure it from the warp's mysterious ways.
I nod.
All right, you're gonna need to do a another leadership check. So it's these 5 dice over here.
Oh. Wowza.
You have already inspired them, actually, so I was only needing a 1 to keep them here. You're good. They're a little uncertain, like hearing contradictory orders, and they're starting to, like, 6 of 7, and the ship armsmen over here are starting to like mutter to each other. Oh, wonder where Lieutenant Chamberlain is. That's not like him to go wandering off. But they're staying tight. And let me just get the combat counters in here, and then I will move it on in a second.
Can we actually stop right before combat? Because combat's going to take a while. I think that'd be like I work tomorrow.
Yeah, no, this is 11:30 already. Yeah, we should stop here then, because they're about to start coming.
Should we consider doing the second session this weekend, maybe?
I have my other D&D campaign this weekend.
I was gonna say, the next normal session would be not this week, but next, the 10th.
Cool.
So, yeah, all right.
Yeah, that would work for me.
Word.
Okay.
Word.
Yeah, that was dope. That was mad.